Okay, outside and um, let me adjust this so I can be closer to my microphone. Volume. So I'm enjoying this beautiful weather and decided to live stream from my patio. Um, doing a little sun gaze. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It's pretty hot out here, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work, make it do what it do. Hope you are having a great Monday. I want you to get in real quick for this. It's powerful but short. It's going to be a short live stream because I do have to do a private Zoom training tonight. And you all, if you want to be, um, let me put this in the comment section. If you want to come in on my private Zoom tonight, I want you to text link. That's LINK. It's all about how to instantly, if you earn your money through form of a paycheck, how to instantly get 40% back if you qualify at minimum from your paycheck. So how to instantly get 40% back from your paycheck. Hello. Or if you're a small business owner, oh my word, my text just went away. Give me a second. If you're a small business owner, how to increase your cash flow without always having having to recycle new clients, right? You know, I've said on my live stream numerous amount of times that learning sales, is the highest paid job title in America. Right? It's all about the sales, but there are some things that I don't like about sales. There are some pros and some cons of selling, and one of the things I don't like about sales is if you do not have hello Nakiria, if you do not have clients, right? If you wake up and you don't have clients, or I'll say it this way, one of the things I do not like about sales, you all come and hit that like and share button. Whether you are watching this live or on the replay, my shades look crooked. But if you don't have clients, then every day you wake up in sales, you're unemployed, right? And if you don't have products, every day that you wake up in sales, you are unemployed. You have to make a sale. You have to always be filling your pipeline in a sense in order to be successful in sales. Also, another thing that I dislike about sales is you don't have the potential for unlimited income, right? You don't have the potential for unlimited income, meaning that even if you're a small business owner, you don't have the potential for unlimited income because oftentimes you don't have a team. Everything is based off you. Everything is solo. Everything is based off your efforts, your energy. So you don't have unlimited income. The income is limited, and every day that you wake up in sales, you are unemployed. Tell tell him if he call me, I don't have my other phone on me. I had some company. Give me a sec. All right, so I got some company, but I'm gonna continue to do this live show. Make it quick though. So you all hit that thumbs up, hit that like, and hit that share. But so let's break down what I was gonna say. Let me break down. Hey, I was saying if you call me, I don't have my other phone out here. I was saying if you call me, I don't have my other phone. You want to be on camera? I'm doing a live stream. You want me to plug it up for you? You can be on camera. You look nice. Come on, say hey. Oh, you gonna be like that? Uh-oh. You gonna be like that? You can't say hey. You don't want to come on camera and say hey? No, man. I'm here to work. All right, thank you. You're welcome. It's 23. All right, y'all. I had to plug it up for him. All right, so let's get into the topic. Let's get into the live stream. So this is what is my topic? I forgot now. Oh, this is what the rich will never teach you. This is what the rich will never teach me. You all let me know how the sound is. Let me see if this microphone is on. Yeah, it looks like it's on. So let me know how the sound is. This is what the rich will never teach you again. Come in, hit that like. I saw that. And y'all excuse me again. All right, I got comfy. Yeah, okay. So let me get into it. Have you ever heard this advice, right? Go to school, get a good job, right? Get you a college degree, or better yet, get you a good trade. That way you will never starve to death, right? And so here's some variation of that advice, right? You can become a plumber, for example. You can become very wealthy as a plumber. But I want you to listen to that. No one tells you to do something so that you can become all that God wants you to be, or so you can become wealthy. Right? People tell you so you never starve to death, or so you can have a place of desperation, or so you can have a secure job, right? Is it ever a higher form of thinking advice about when it comes to how to make money and ways to make money? And see, that's why I don't like religion. Religion gives people advice from a place of desperation, a place of being destitute, a place of always begging, right? Always begging, always out of form of desperation. Whereas most of spirituality gives you a place of domination, of applying scriptures like Psalms 84:6. You know, isn't it written in the law that you are God's? Or John 10:34, it says you are God. So it comes from a place of domination, where most religion comes from a place of desperation. So, from generation to generation, the weird part is it's completely invisible that you're passing on each generation of thoughts. If you look at buildings, it's like 100 years old, right? Industrial revolution, industrial revolution buildings that people work in the industrial age. If you look at those buildings, what you're going to see very similar. Let me see, my volume is up. Very similar to what those great big institutions of industrial workforce look like then. It's the school system. The school system buildings look just like the industrial buildings of 100 years ago, or factories rather. So schools, here's some instrument. According to the industrial revolution age of thinking, right? Let's think for a minute. You drop your kids off at school, and you have to line up in a straight line, and the teacher or the principal or administration greets you, right? And they ring the bell, and you have to go to your workstation. You sit down. You have to sit down in your little workstation. Now, on the job, it's a cubicle, right? And now the school bell rings. And if you brought your lunch, you can have some food. You can have a lunch break. If you didn't, you can get free food from the cafeteria. All of this is based on the Industrial Revolution factory. Why? Because we are training, or it was systematically set up to train human beings to be a part of a system, right? I think it was it Maslow's um, theory of when they tested dogs, they would ring a bell to feed the dog. Whether you provided food or not, you would see the saliva from the dog just from the training of the bell. That he knew or it knew or she knew that it was time to eat, whether they saw the food or not. But just because at that time, by the programming of the bell, and that's why school systems are bell to bell, and that's why um, when you looked at the industrial factories years ago, everything in there was bell to bell as well, right? Bell to bell as well, and we're still doing it in 2022. I'm not picking on schools. I'm not trying to say schools are badly run, but the point is just to say that we have thinking that's invisible to us, right? We are trained to thought, and we are culturalized in a way that only makes sense in the modern economy. We are trained to thought. We are not trained to think. Thinking is reviving. Thinking is always evolving. Thought is I'm doing things in a routine fashion. Too much noise out here. I should watch from this side. I hope y'all can hear me good. So the old way of thinking says, um, don't make waves, right? Get a job, or either have a small business where you do all the work. You don't have to leverage. Get you a little bit of money. Don't make waves. Don't question authority if you have a job, right? And live comfortably. With that thinking, right, it's the wheelbarrow way of thinking. It will keep you living paycheck to paycheck. It's like the parents that tell their young son or young daughter, right, you are young and strong. And this is how you earn coins or earn money. Pick up your wheelbarrow, load it full of bricks, and for every hour that you push your wheelbarrow, you will get $1. If you want second dollar, you have to push your wheelbarrow a second hour. So we think like that. We think the only way to earn money is to go out to get a job and to be dependent. So you work these set number of hours every day. You push your wheelbarrow every day, and a horrible thing starts to happen to earn dollars, right? Thank you. That you see that you're not quite breaking even with your kids' education, or that vehicle note that you got, or your rent, or your mortgage, or to keep up with your credit card payment. So what do? You revert back, or you go back to your way of thinking that was handed down to you. You listen to like Dave Ramsey, and you say, if I'm not getting enough dollars, what do I have to do? I have to push a second wheelbarrow in the evening. I have to get a second job. Oh, I need to get a hustle, right? Um, that reverted way of thinking. And that's the way of thinking that I have to teach you all to get out of. Because that type of thinking keeps family in generational cycles of poverty. Do what? Huh? A cat? A kid? Really? What you gonna do with it? Is it gonna move? Oh, yeah. So I guess that was that cool spot. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I got doing some work for me. Do I have a what? Yeah, give me like 5 minutes and I get it for you. That's fine. All right, so a wealthy person mindset is to break out of this idea. It's like dump the bricks in your wheelbarrow, right? Load your wheelbarrow up with gold. Load it up with something valuable. In other words, for every hour that you push the wheelbarrow, Raise the value of your work. Get more coins per hour. Not work more hours in order to get more coins or to get more dollars. Until you get, don't work more hours to get more dollars, right? Don't get a double duty wheelbarrow. Don't get a second wheelbarrow. Don't push it more hours in a day. Don't push a wheelbarrow more times in the evening. But raise the value of what you have and put the dollars to work instead of working for the dollars. And that's where the second part comes in. Most people work harder for money than their money works for them because they don't have investing knowledge or they don't have true investing education. See, most people think in terms of investing. If I can put money in a quick, get rich quick, which is usually a scheme, right? Then this can help me get out this rat race. This can help me get out the rat race. Stop pushing the wheelbarrow. Stop pushing two wheelbarrows. Stop pushing the double duty wheelbarrows, right? No, that's not going to be the answer because the two things that will take away all of the capital gains that you got from investing is taxes and time. See, compound interest, the power of compound interest works over time. And because gas and grocery prices are raising so high, higher, much higher than what you were making on the job or your small business or your paycheck. Why? Because the first thing you do, if you have clients, if you have a small business, you have to raise the price of your product or services. Where clients are either going to find a way to either do it themselves or to find someone who's going to do it least expensive, right? Or they're not going to get the product at all. For example, I heard people that say during quarantine, because they could not get access to their barber or their beautician, they learned ways to do their own hair, or they found teenagers that can do just as good quality of work for lesser price. So that's not the answer to get more work, to push the wheel, to get a double duty wheelbarrow, to burn your load. That's not the solution. To the solution is to put your dollars to work harder than what you were working for your dollars, right? Resenting rich and wealthy people says more about the poor and middle class than it does the rich and wealthy, right? Have you ever heard someone say rich and wealthy people are greedy, or they're depressed, or they're suicidal, or money doesn't make you happy? But the way I want you to look at where you are in the rich and wealthy is to look at it like a curve, right? Because if it's a curve, you can go from where you are now to your goals, right? But instead of a curve, I'm gonna just give you a straight line because there's a void from where you are in life financially, emotionally, and mentally, and where you want to be. Because if you don't act in ways that's going to change your lifestyle, nothing will change. However, things are only predicted to get worse. So the first thing you have to believe is that it is possible. It is possible to stop living paycheck to paycheck. It is possible to start working harder for your money than your money is working for you. That's number one. You have to believe. And it is possible that wealthy people and rich people know something. They have more education about what brings in money and how to achieve goals than what you currently have. That's the first thing. Because that lets you know that you can learn these things and you can do it. Have you ever, for example, read this book called Outliers? Right? Um, okay. Okay, someone said they invest in DoorDash. Bert, let me give you a better way, but let me not lose my train of thought. There's already too much going on around me, and I'm losing thought as we go. But it's a reason why rich and wealthy people have more money and they have more time, and they're able to travel to more places, exquisite places. Some people who never been out the states. Some people never been to Hawaii. Some people never took a vacation in New York. Some people never took a vacation to California. Some people never took a vacation to Miami. So back to Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. He talks about the difference between people that fail and succeed in anything. And he talks about how wealthy families teach their children very different from what the poor and middle class do. And that's how to interact with authority, for example. The middle class and poor people are taught to fear authority. And it's industrial revolution way of thinking. You got to fear your boss, fear the guys that run the factory, fear the supervisors, fear the superintendent if you're in the school system. So if you take your child to the dentist, for example, you're middle class, you teach your child that the dentist is God. Like you said, this dentist has studied for 8 years. They know everything there is to know, right? Um, that if you have any pain, don't say anything. You must shut up, sit down, keep quiet. And even if it hurts, don't cry. Just wait for it to be over. Do whatever the dentist tells you to do, right? Now, wealthy families, they approach this exact same situation completely differently. They drive to the dentist's office and they tell the child that the dentist is your friend. They have studied for 8 years so they can serve you properly. And they tell their child the dentist is a resource that you can use. And if you can have any questions about your mouth, about your teeth, or anything you want to know, you must ask the dentist because it is his or her job to serve and help you. So when you take that type of thinking and you apply it over the next 20 years, you have one child that's taught to fear authority, shut up, sit down, don't make way. And then you have another child that's taught the world is here for you to utilize, and all these resources are here for you to use at your disposal. That's the whole point that Jesus wanted to teach people as well, but religious minded people can't apply that. And so people are being called into an industrial revolution or a job thinking type of myth that you must shut up and do as you're told. You must get caught in the system. And as long as you're doing your job and not making waves, you will be fine. And that thinking is 100 years outdated. And it cannot be taught any longer. I just want you to think, if you were stripped of everything you use every day, our technology, our cell phone, our resources, could you use the knowledge and wisdom that you have to earn income? Could you educate people? Could you enhance people's lives? Not if you can get a side hustle, not if you can get a part-time job. Nothing wrong with a side hustle in most cases, but it does not teach you to reach for your purpose. It does not help you in most cases find your God-given gift. However, if you can invest part-time into learning how to stop laboring for money and start using leverage to make money. See, when you do these individual jobs on your own, that's leveraging to make money. I mean, that's laboring to make money. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here and trying at the same time. As long as you're going to labor for every dollar that you make. See, it's two examples. I'm going to give you two examples. One is Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn, if you read that book, Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn hired his friends to help him work. That's leverage. That's the way the rich and wealthy think. But then you have, what's the name of the character that robbed from the rich? He took from the rich and gave to the poor. What's the name of that character? You all, let me Google it. Or you got the little red hen, right? Who she couldn't convince her friends to work with her. She couldn't convince her friends to work with her. Who robbed from the rich? Robin Hood. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. See, you got some people that want a Robin Hood mentality. Thank you, Marcus, why don't the government just tax the rich? because they are the rich. They're not going to tax themselves. They take away from their family and their generational wealth. The rich and wealthy use systems. They use business systems. They don't use their personal labor, right? They have system and strategy set up in which they can leverage other people, not leverage their time, but they combine their time with the time and talents of other people. And that's the power of multiplication to your money versus adding. See, the thing about getting these second jobs, and as Dave Ramsey suggests, or doing Uber or anything, is that it's still limited income. And then you must labor for the work every time. Every day you get up, you unemployed, right? If you do sales and if you do a side job, you're going to be highly taxed. So why not learn how to get 40% back from the money you're already making from that one source of income and multiply that income and then use that money to invest? Now you can be using your time to leverage other people through a system and earn extra income through leveraging versus laboring for it. You know, the number one thing that rich and wealthy people are, they are avid readers and researchers. When you have two jobs, you have no time to read and research. You are too mentally and physically tired to even do that. And so when you don't have time to sharpen the saw, right? It's this old question that says, if you had 8 hours to cut down a tree, what would you spend more time doing? Cutting down the tree or sharpening the saw? You sharpen the saw because the sharpening of the saw is the quicker the tree will be cut. Rich and wealthy people read, and people, I don't like reading books. Okay, I don't like exercise. I don't like eating healthy. But I do it because I know it's the benefits that I need. So once you know the benefits, and most people, to be honest with you, they have two jobs and they tell me they invest in cryptocurrency. They don't even have time to read and research or to even do the technical analysis to really know if the cryptocurrencies that they're investing in, or if they have the best wallet, the best exchange, or to really know what's going on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis of that crypto, to know that, hey, maybe I should pull out at this time. Now you're working too hard. And I believe in HODL. I believe in holding cryptocurrencies. However, I also believe that there's a time to hold them in crypto and there's a time to fold them. And there are some cryptocurrencies that I believe, now I'm not giving you financial advice, I'm giving you financial education, that you should, okay, but listen, if you want to do DoorDash and invest, and then once you invest, if you want to give the government back 40% of your taxes, then continue to do that. But the Zoom training that I'm doing tonight is going to help people keep the money that they're investing in and make more money versus getting 40% taken out of your paycheck. Have you researched that? Ask him a question. I don't want to yell in this mic. I'm going to ask him a question in a few minutes. All right. So if you don't want to research and spend and waste time and taxes, then get on the private Zoom. I'm going to show you if you're investing in crypto, if you're investing in Forex, you're tired of trying to sell products, you're tired of working two jobs, you're tired of, there have been people that told me I worked two jobs and I had to let my second job go because I was getting taxed too much. Or I had to owe back taxes at the end of the year. If you know that plan will not work for you, I don't want everybody to touch that number, right? I only want serious people. I only want people that's open-minded. I only want people who really want to create wealth the real way. I only want people who want to know how to get 40% of the money that they're making whether it's a side hustle, a job, or a small based business. I only want people that want to use leverage income and not labored income. If that is not you, do not text that number. You're because everybody that I'm in this business system with has to have the same mindset. And if that is not your mindset, don't waste my time or your time sending that text message. If that's your mindset, this is not for you, right? And that's fine. I appreciate you for being on the live stream and at least coming in and saying hello. But listen, I have to get ready for my private Zoom, and let me speak to my friend guy about the work he's doing. You all, thank you for tuning in. I hope the noise wasn't too much for you. If so, I'll redo it, right? And make sure you hit that like and share button, Queen out. And subscribe to the channel if you are watching in on YouTube.